Is it working now? Can you hear me? Silver. Ah, la, la, la. Did it fix? Is it working? Did it work? Did it work? Can you hear me? Silver, can you hear me? Okay, cool. Great. Done. Okay, good. Let's bring our other window captures back then. Was I on 50 something? I was on 50 something. 50 something. 53. 54. Right here. This is where it was. Huh. Okay, great. Super duper. Okay. Camera back over. Drugs. All right. Get back to work. Alright, now that we fixed it, I'll get back to work. Okay. What was she doing? Shut it.
The commitment to me, and Jay will be my sister for life. I beg your finest pardon. No. I would arguably be more mad at your sister than your piece of ex. Yeah, she's your sister. If you can't have loyalty in your family, where the can you get it? But I can't even find the words to describe how I feel about her expecting me to just forgive Jay. Just kind of. I also do not believe she told the full story, but I have no idea how I would find out more while also avoiding them like the plague like I want to. I have not spoken to them since, but they pretty much brought the whole family into this to try to convince me to reconsider. No, the whole family doesn't know the full story. I'll just say that. I could tell they were just repeating what my mom or Jay told them, but I still made it clear to them I would also be going no contact with anyone who tried to convince me to talk to them before I'm ready. And my brother backed me up on this. Yeah, anyone that's pushing you to forgive her or talk to them again doesn't know what's going on. And if they do, then we go no contact. But just bear in mind, there's some strings being pulled and manipulating going on in the background and cherry picking.
Literally, the mom gave
my brother
her
is probably all this to
your
get me through
boyfriend.
this. He plans to go to ours tomorrow to get my stuff, and he's actually going to be staying with me because I do have a spare key to my apartment at ours place. We are also both ready to call the cops if he tries to do so much as keep one thing from me. My brother was ready to fight him, but I told him not to because I don't want him getting in trouble for my relationship problems, especially since I blame myself for not noticing this sooner. Lots of people are kind of criticizing her about the age gap, but it's like, I know for a fact that like when I was young, like I definitely went for older guys too. So like, let's get off our high horses and not judge people because of an age gap. You live and you learn, and then you start noticing it in other people. But until you live that experience, it's very hard to like know that it's wrong. So we have one last update that's worth mentioning. My brother was able to get my things from R pretty easily, but he did try to keep my key by saying he didn't know where it was. It had been in the same place since I started staying over, but he got it from him after some threats. That confirmed to me I was right to be scared he would do something if I was alone. He tried to get my brother to pass on another apology that was basically the exact same BS he has said every other time, so nothing new there, and my brother finally had a good laugh at how dense he is, and we really needed that. My mom and Jay are both blocked. R is not yet because I'm still worried I will need to go to the cops with the texts after I told him to stay away. I explained this in a comment on my first update, but I want to say it here too. The extended family that tried to get me to talk to Jay were lied to. Why do you doubt me? Jay told them I was assuming and wouldn't let her explain herself, but me and my brother made sure they know the truth, and now everything is blown up. They're not directly defending me, but I didn't expect them to, and I'm just happy they know the truth. Jay texted my brother to tell me her and R have not talked since then, and she deleted his number to get me back in her life. But if that's true, I think it is more because everyone except my parents see her for who she is now. Oh, thank goodness. Your ex is a piece of poo-poo, but what your sister did is like,
worse.
She even admitted to being the one that was like
I had a
instigating
sister
it.
like that.
Ew, how are you not embarrassed?
Fucking disgusting.
This is not just some matter of
I
like
have
sisterly
absolutely nothing to do with that hoe.
sibling rivalry. Like this is like people's hearts that she's playing with. She needs to learn that there's consequences. And if your parents aren't gonna say no to her, then I'm glad that it's you, OP. Also, that should have already happened if nothing was going on between them. They stayed in contact the whole week. I was trying to figure out if I was crazy, and that alone is disrespectful. The gaslighting while also like literally doing the thing that you're supposedly crazy about. My brother agreed to help me snoop for more evidence at some point when we are ready. What more evidence do you need? I genuinely think that you need to like, you know, just for now. We are both going to be taking a giant step back from this whole thing because I do not want my brother to be suffocated with them trying to contact me through him. I think that y'all need a breather because this is some heavy stuff.
Don't roll it. No, up. With your side.
We're gonna ignore it all weekend as if nothing is happening and just do stuff that makes us happy since it is clear we are all we've got. I'm really glad that you have your brother through all of this. He seems like a really stand-up dude. But I also
except for if you watch that fucking show we were watching earlier when the dad and the daughter were doing shit.
Your instincts were right about this guy. And you didn't have a lot of previous life experience to be able to know that something was off. I'm really happy for you. Like, I think at the end of the day, you've just proven that you have a really good head on your shoulders and that you have really good instincts. And I really doubt that you're gonna let this happen to you again. So are you the a-hole for thinking your boyfriend of over a year is cheating on you with your older sister? No, I mean, he was. Sis God!
Okay.
Selena, nice to meet you. I'm Justin. You're very beautiful. Maybe we can go out sometime. Okay.
What was it about her that made you want to be with her? I am all about really genuine people, and I feel like she's one of the most genuine people. You know, she just has a good heart, and I can talk to her about anything.
Looking at this boy, I'm a polemic Dre mate. I was wondering if he got good Cheney. Got a Lamborghini so the dress go high, and a button down Chris Brown bow tie. It's getting kinda tricky, but it doesn't mean much to a girl like me. 'Cause I can do things that you never believe, even in your wildest dreams. It's a big bad world, but I ain't ashamed. I like the lights in my hand and the beat in my face. Bitches couldn't get on my incline. World tours, it's mine. 10 little letters on a big sign. Justin Bieber, you know I'ma hit him with the ether. But I gotta keep an eye out for Selena.
That's the wrong one.
The last time he was on, I made him cry.
Well, then that makes two of us.
But I gotta keep an eye out for Selena.
Hello everyone, my name is Jake and welcome to Secret Society. Today I'm diving into a tumultuous Hollywood love story, full of twists, turns, breakups, almost a dozen love triangles, and Billboard #1 breakup songs as far as the eye can see. I'm talking about the time the Prince of Pop met the Duchess of Disney, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. They would take Hollywood head on and become two of the most prolific musicians of the 21st century. Their young love story unfolded in front of the public's very eyes. People truly felt like they knew them, which made the countless breakups that much harder. Selena and Justin would rise higher than any child stars who came before them. But everyone from Miley Cyrus, Ariana Grande, The Weeknd, and Niall Horan to Orlando Bloom and Hailey Baldwin would somehow get in the way of the couple being together forever. So come with me as I go all the way back to the career beginnings of Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber, going year by year to uncover the real story of their relationship and how it all came crashing down. And y'all, I'm serious, this is one of the most chaotic videos I've ever made. Also, this video is a collaboration with Molly on Pop. She's doing a video all about the Jonas Brothers and Demi Lovato, so be sure to check that out. I will link it below and up top. Anyway, let's get back into the video. Ooh. To start this story, we have to travel back to the early 2000s, when a young Selena Gomez was just getting her start on the Disney Channel.
How old are you, Selena?
I am 11 years old.
Gary Marsh, Michael Poirier, and the rest of the Disney Channel executive crew had tested a young Selena on 3 different TV shows before casting her in Wizards of Waverly Place. The first was The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, where Selena played Cody's love interest. The second was a spin-off of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody that never aired, titled Arwen. And the third was a planned Lizzie McGuire spinoff focused on Elaine's character, Miranda. The latter 2 shows where Selena was the star would fall victim to the 2007 Writers Guild strike when the Disney Channel had to make drastic cuts for its programming lineup. Despite these shows being canceled before they even began, Disney Channel knew they had a star in Selena, so they tried to put her in every show possible. This eventually landed her the starring role of Alex Russo in Wizards of Waverly Place. Now, me and Shelby have actually never done a deep dive on Selena Gomez, but Wizards of Waverly Place was one of the most successful Disney Channel shows of all time. The world had already experienced the phenomenon of Hilary Duff, Raven-Symoné, and Miley Cyrus, but they were about to experience the true hype that was Selena Gomez. When Wizards debuted to 5.9 million viewers, Selena instantly became a Disney Channel celebrity. There were Wizards of Waverly Place school supplies, dolls, toys, wands, anything you could imagine. Selena was officially enchanting millions of kids' TV screens and becoming a bona fide Disney Channel icon. She signed a deal with Hollywood Records to transform her into their latest pop star. And soon, Selena would tour with her band The Scene. By 2008, Selena was acting, singing, and dancing pretty much everywhere you looked on the Disney Channel. It was a takeover the network hadn't seen since Miley Cyrus. Selena Gomez was a household name. The shows Michael Poirier and Gary Marsh were creating back then were more than just kids shows. They were massive TV shows that appealed to the entire family. Thus, when a 15-year-old Canadian singer named Justin Bieber first laid eyes on Alex Russo, Selena Gomez's character in Wizards of Waverly Place, it was love at first sight. Justin wasn't just an ordinary kid. He had the voice of an angel. In 2008, a year after Selena debuted on Disney Channel, Justin was discovered by music executive Scooter Braun, who, after watching YouTube videos of him singing, flew him out to Atlanta and signed him to Raymond Braun Media Group, a joint venture between Scooter and Usher. By May 2009, Justin debuted his first single, One Time. While promoting it, he was often asked super invasive and borderline inappropriate questions for a 15-year-old boy. One of those questions was who his celebrity crush was. And without hesitation, Justin said he had a massive crush on Disney Channel's starlet Selena Gomez.
Let me play some sound for you. This is from 2009.
Sound?
Well, we did an interview with a guy named Justin Bieber.
Who in Hollywood are you a little bit obsessed with? What girl out there?
Beyonce.
Beyonce. She's a little old
That
for you,
hasn't changed.
but there's got to be somebody in Hollywood who's in your age group.
I know you're trying to get this answer out of me, but I think Selena Gomez is pretty. But I don't like her. I think she's cute. I think she's a cutie, but
That's what I needed to know.
That's what you needed to know?
Because now Selena Gomez may hear this, and she may say, Justin Bieber, oh my God, I don't like him. I don't like him because, we can't like this young.
No.
But if I happen to run into him, he might be somebody I'd consider hanging out with. It took me a while to get the answer out of
But
you.
I don't like her.
I understand. At your age, you're not allowed to like girls.
No, I do like girls.
No, I was the same way. I was afraid.
No, I'm not afraid. Seriously, I'm not afraid.
Okay, so Selena Gomez, if she came into the room, you'd talk to her.
Of course I would.
Absolutely.
So he had you on his mind in 2009.
So cute.
Isn't that cute? I mean, look.
He sounds like he's 9.
I know.
Oh my Things have dropped since then.
Look,
I think.
this is
hysterical.
This is not what he when he came in that day, he hugged Carolina and he grabbed a handful of her butt.
He tried to motorboat me, Selena. Oh, no, I know.
Do you like Justin Bieber? I never know how to say his name correctly. I'm sorry. Yes, I do. I love him. I think he's really cute. I think in 2 years, he's gonna be cute. It's gonna be really cute.
Now, this was before Justin had really hit the mainstream, but that would change with the release of his first EP, My World, in November of 2009. While that project was gearing up to release, Selena Gomez told Access Hollywood that she thought Justin was adorable and that she loved him, but added, "It's weird because he's like my little brother."
You know what? He's the cutest, sweetest kid in the face of the planet. I feel like a cougar because I totally have a crush on him.
You're 2 years older, right?
You're not a cougar yet.
He's cute. He is so cute. He's got got swagger.
I saw a video of you getting serenaded by him.
I know.
New Year's Eve.
It was so cute. We were doing the Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve, and I performed first, and then I was leaving to do press on backstage, and Justin runs back and he goes, Selena. He's like, what? He's like, can you come on stage for me for One Less Lonely Girl? And I was like, I mean, Justin. He's like, please, please, please. And I go, fine, okay, what do I do? He's like, oh, I'll do all the work. And I was like,
that's Justin.
okay. So then he runs off
Justin's
stage.
He does that to me,
too. He tells me what to do.
No, he runs off stage, and then he runs back and he goes, wait, can you take your heels off? I don't want you to be taller than me. I was like,
Were you still taller than him,
no,
though?
I'm not going to take my heels off. No, we're actually the same height without heels.
Cut to 2 months later, as Justin's brand new EP was blowing up, he took the opportunity to shoot a shot at Selena one more time. This time, because he was already a huge celebrity, it made headlines.
Who do you have a crush on, like, in this industry, if you've met him or not? Like, who's one person that you, like, have a crush on that if you saw that you would, like...
I have a crush on Selena Gomez. No one heard that. No one heard that.
No one heard it. I would keep it all quiet.
Suddenly, Justin's celebrity crush was everywhere. After a truly suspenseful buildup, in December 2009, Scooter Braun and Disney Channel arranged for Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber to briefly meet in person. Little did either of them know that this meeting would alter their lives and pop culture history forever. But that life-changing romance would actually have to be put on pause for almost a year. At the time, Selena was fresh off her relationship with Nick Jonas and was dating Twilight heartthrob Taylor Lautner. Which, complete sidebar, I have an entire video dropping on him very soon. So stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber was dating a singer named Jasmine B, who was signed to veteran songwriter Esther Dean. Selena was on every red carpet with Twilight heartthrob Taylor Lautner, and Justin was seen with Jasmine B in all of his major music videos that kickstarted his career. However, that didn't stop the media from ridiculing Justin, Jasmine, Selena, and Taylor. Jasmine got the brunt of the backlash. After all, she was the star of Justin Bieber's music videos, and his large female fanbase hated her. Jasmine was experiencing a small-scale version of what Selena's life experience would be transformed into. By September 2010, Selena and Justin's comments about each other were all the media wanted to talk about. Reporters pointed out Justin's obvious crush and Selena referring to him as her, quote, little brother. But for the entirety of 2010, Justin and Selena barely spoke publicly about each other. The first concrete sighting of the pair together happened after a Q102 Jingle Ball concert in Philadelphia. Paparazzi caught them walking out of an IHOP arm in arm, which tabloids would hype as a pancake date. Selena laughed off the rumors to MTV News, saying it was pancakes. Who doesn't like pancakes? She explains that we were both performing in the same place, so we went and had pancakes together. It was all innocent. However, notably at the same show, Justin told a fan that Selena was his favorite Disney celebrity.
Who's your favorite Disney girl? You know that there's a lot of friends.
Favorite Disney girl
in the industry, man. Who's your favorite?
Favorite Disney girl.
You know we got Selena Gomez here.
Yeah, Selena Gomez. Yeah.
The stage.
Yeah, probably Selena.
All right, we gotta throw that out there.
And on New Year's Eve 2010, Justin and Selena were photographed ringing in the year together, kissing on a yacht. They were also both seen entering a hotel together in Miami Beach. It was official. Justin and Selena were more than just friends, and the news exploded. On February 28, 2011, Justin and Selena made their official couple debut at the Vanity Fair Oscar party, wearing matching black and red coordinating outfits. There was no longer any questions. The pair were officially dating, even though neither had confirmed it yet publicly. Every magazine began freaking out. Not just the pop star and Tiger Beat crowd, but People magazine, Cosmopolitan, and every grocery store publication started feverishly reporting on their every move. This marked a massive step for Justin and Selena.
Never understand
Just
that
when the
anyway.
world didn't think they could get any more famous, they both quadrupled their fame, stretching their 15 minutes of fame into an hour, and eventually into a lifetime of celebrity. A few days later, Selena was spotted with Justin and their mutual friend Chris Brown, celebrating Justin's 17th birthday. Exactly 2 weeks later, Selena appeared on The Late Show with David Letterman and was grilled about her relationship with Justin.
This is you and Justin Bieber. Oh, now come on!
It was like a little prom night, wasn't it? Looked like it.
You guys look very happy there. How long have you known him?
Almost like 2 years.
2 years? Where did you meet? People got to meet somewhere, right?
Yes. Actually, his manager called my mom, who's my manager.
I heard he was your paper boy.
And
all right, that's enough.
I'm blushing.
Yeah. But is there, I mean, I don't know, are you dating? You're not dating.
He's been in my life for so long, and it's just nice to have someone that understands what you're going through.
Now listen, this is not my first rodeo. I understand, because of your circumstance and his circumstance, the reluctance necessary in discussing a relationship like this. So I'm not going to press anything.
Aw, well, that's very sweet.
Yeah, so, but good luck.
Thank you.
However, Selena finally came forward in her own words in the May issue of 17 magazine. She said, "I don't like hiding. I'm 18. I'm going to fall in love." It's important to note that this was one of the first relationships Disney Channel had dealt with where both parties weren't signed to the network. Obviously, Joe Jonas and Taylor Swift had been first, but Selena and Justin were even more high profile, if you can believe it. On May 22nd, 2011, Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber shared a public kiss right before Justin accepted an award. In late May, the two were seen on the beach together, fueling even more coverage of their new romance. In June 2011, back to where it all started, Selena presented Justin with an award at Much Music.
Selena, nice to meet you. I'm Justin. You're very beautiful. Maybe we can go out sometime. Okay.
The next month, Justin surprised Selena during her concert at the Orange County Fair. Then they hugged at the VMAs and walked the red carpet together. This is when both of their media teams realized just how powerful their relationship was. There might be a bit of buzz if either of them won a big award, but if there was a hug, a kiss, or even just a glance, the media would cover it that much more. This fueled all of Selena's Disney Channel projects and boosted Justin's music career just as much. They became one of the most insanely famous, most talked about teenage power couples of all time. On September 23, 2011, Justin and Selena attended Demi Lovato's concert at the Staples Center. And after the show, Justin rented out the entire arena to watch Titanic with Selena. The media was pitching him as every girl's dream boyfriend. But the next year would bring the first troubles Justin and Selena would face as a couple. Justin Bieber was entering his Believe era, a pop music masterpiece fusing the most popular hip-hop artists of the time with the biggest male pop star alive. The world had Bieber fever. It was Britney Spears round 2. Selena stepped away from the Disney Channel to focus on her music projects with Hollywood Records. By this point, Selena had proven herself to the network. Her music had more mainstream radio crossover than anyone they'd represented since Miley Cyrus. She was in her second year of officially dating global sensation Justin Bieber. And Disney kind of gave her the freedom to move into more adult roles while still not completely cutting ties with the network. The only alleged agreement was that she stay with Justin Bieber, as their relationship was benefiting her career in the multi-billion-dollar Disney brand as well. This was the first time the network allowed such a breakout, considering that 2 years earlier they completely blocked Can't Be Tamed from performing as it should have. She scooped up Miley's role in Hotel Transylvania that year after Miley was dropped from the project. But Miley got her lick back when she openly flirted with Justin Bieber on TV during her episode of Punk'd, where the two were magically paired up.
You can't punk me! You cannot punk me! I'm unpunkable! I'm unpunkable!
I can't believe.
So I think you just got punked? She just got punked? That was all fake. That was all fake.
Are you fucking kidding me? You asshole! I'm gonna fuck you! I just did!
That's fake!
All of you!
Tabloids began reporting that Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber were an item and that he had cheated on Selena with the star of Hannah Montana. If you had told me that sentence back in 2011 when it was happening, I might have passed out. I was not aware of this at all.
He's obviously Justin Bieber. She got on to Justin the last time we were at Good Morning America or The View. She was like, "Is your teacher here, Justin? Have you done your school today? Do you need me to sign your permit?" And I was like, "You're embarrassing me in front of the Biebs." You know, he prank called me, not realizing the time difference yesterday at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And you're about to have no more Bieber fever because I was about to kill. He kept ringing.
So the real Justin Bieber was calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, and I thought I was like yelling because I thought it was someone that got, because my number gets out. That's probably why I didn't respond, because I changed it. So I changed my number and he kept pranking me. And I really did believe it was like a kid or something. So I was like, I can't really yell because I think it's a kid, but I'm not really sure. So finally I was like, "It's 3 o'clock in the morning." And he's like, "Ha, ha, ha, ha. It's Bieber. Call me back." And I was like, oh my God.
Did you cut your hair?
Yeah, you know, it's just it's an image change. I also do the middle finger now, so.
So you're growing up. Like me, doing salvia. Did you know I smoked salvia?
You know, well, there's no reason why you wouldn't. Because it's totally legal, yo.
Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus's flirtationship seemed very purposeful. I mean, listen to Usher basically insinuate that he tried to set Miley and Justin up.
Where were we?
I think AMAs.
We were at the AMAs, and I'm like on Molly. I'm like, listen, I got this kid. I'm telling you, trust me, this kid is going to be huge. You better call me back. I'm going to give you my number. Let's talk. Let's figure it out. So she just kind of brushed me.
Actually, I believe you. I gave you my number, and I never got a text.
No, actually, I did send a text. I didn't get a response.
Oh, I change my number quite frequently. I'll do that again. Apparently, it's everywhere that I'm dating Justin Bieber. So.
And to be honest, it was a little too much to just overlook. Justin and Miley performed in his movie Never Say Never that came to theaters. Make no mistake, Justin's team knew his fan base and knew if they could even just get a conversation with Miley, rumors would fly. But to put her up on stage with him, Selena's mortal enemy, not just once, but multiple times, was a direct slap in the face to Selena Gomez. Now, Miley and Selena have years of beef at this point.
Kayla and Miley get in a little bit of argument because she likes Jake, and that was Miley's ex-boyfriend. So, girls, you never date your best friend's ex. Just a rule.
Okay, well, did you hear that, everyone? Some words of wisdom for you from the pop princess herself. Well, I'm glad to see that even though Hannah Montana and Michaela are ultimate rivals on the show, Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez are actually friends in real life. I mean, you are really friends in real life, right?
I hate being mean to Miley because she's so sweet, and I'm really not mean in real life, so she's kind of the teen pop rival.
She's so cool to hang out with. So, like, you're kind of like, why do I have to say I hate her? That's terrible. I love her. You know, when after they call cut, we like give each other a hug.
Well said.
So for Miley to sort of poke the bear, or even entertain Justin at all, was immediately framed as a direct shot. And trust me, these rumors would continue into 2013. And we'll get to that. Anyway, while Miley was flirting with Justin and planning her bangers era, Selena would have a little mini bangers era of her own. She filmed alongside Disney Channel royalty Vanessa Hudgens in the truly iconic film Spring Breakers. But this is where the cracks in their relationship really started to show. In May 2012, a chaotic paparazzi encounter in Calabasas made headlines when Justin allegedly got into an altercation with a photographer blocking their car. Now, the paparazzi would go absolutely out of bounds for Justin Bieber photos. Unsafe driving conditions, having his car surrounded, and being constantly followed were Justin's normal.
Driving pretty crazy, bro. I think you should slow down a little, don't you think?
How do your parents think about what you do?
My parents? I make them proud, bro. I make them proud, yeah.
Tell them, yeah, I saw.
Fucking little cock. Fuck off back to America. Fucking little moron.
What you say? What'd you say?
You're what fucking said, mate. Who's your fucking belt? Who's your fucking belt? Who's your fucking belt? Come back, you prick. Come back, you prick. Back. Right? That's all I'm fucking little cock. What are you doing?
But much like Britney Spears, the paparazzi would fight back. And that little May altercation with Selena Gomez would land Justin in a lot of legal trouble, where during his deposition, all the paparazzi's lawyers wanted to ask Justin about was his relationship with Selena Gomez.
Justin Bieber made time Tuesday to wave to fans before a concert in Norway and to release Die in Your Arms, the second single off his new album. What he has not made time for is talking to police. After more than 3 days, LA County Sheriff's investigators still have not spoken to Bieber about charges that he roughed up this photographer. Once they do talk to the star, they say they'll most likely forward the case to the DA, who could charge Bieber with battery. Meantime, new details and video are emerging from the scuffle. This newly released video shows the still unnamed photographer getting into an ambulance being treated by paramedics. He says he was pushed by the 18-year-old pop star. Witnesses, including other photographers, say Bieber lost his cool and his shoe after the paparazzo snapped photos of Bieber and girlfriend Selena Gomez, later blocking the car.
Shout out to our team this way, and then Hombo was right here. And he boom, just punched him against the car.
During the aftermath, as Gomez apparently tried to calm down her boyfriend, witnesses say she lost her phone, and some even accused the paparazzi of taking it.
We don't have the phone. We really don't. I don't know how else to tell you guys. I really don't have it.
At a Memorial Day party, Gomez, however, was in no mood to chat, blowing off questions about the incident.
Yeah. Selena, was that self-defense with Justin?
I know.
Was that self-defense with Justin, Selena?
I know.
The photographer would press charges against Justin.
There is
and
no
the legal
alternative.
situation would follow him until 2014, when he would be publicly deposed in front of the entire world. But it seemed like the only thing the paparazzi's lawyer was interested in doing was asking Justin about Selena Gomez.
You know Selena Gomez?
There's only a 60% on Sunday.
Were you dating her at some point in time?
What's the relevance of that? Why are you asking that question?
Because I'm allowed to ask.
No, you're not.
Have you ever talked with Selena Gomez and discussed your feelings about paparazzis with her?
Hopefully it won't be bad. The bouncy house is like covered in shit or whatever. It has a roof.
Don't ask me about her again. Sir.
Move on to another.
Have you ever?
Don't ask me about her again.
Don't ask me about her again. Have you ever?
Don't ask me about her again.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me about her again.
Take a break. You know what? Just stop. You gotta take a break.
Don't ask me about her again.
This wasn't their only public fight or mishap. Justin and Selena would also be caught fighting in a parking garage, looking visibly angry at each other at the airport, and even caught on video in a really seedy area of Hollywood, where tabloids and the person filming accused them of purchasing illicit substances.
Hey, can you just say hi to your fans, though? Huh? Alright. Hey, I got Justin Bieber here at the swap meet, though. Right here in my hood, homie.
The swap meet? I love the swap meet.
Nice seeing you, bro. That's Justin Bieber for you guys. He's in Hollywood. The worst part of it, too.
The entire relationship was honestly an impossible situation. On top of the regular pressures of being a child star and being in a young relationship, Justin and Selena were asked non-stop about each other. The mixture of not being able to see each other, infidelity rumors, substance rumors, and constant speculation about their relationship status was clearly eating away at the two young stars. They were only 18 and 19 years old, but their relationship was playing out in front of everyone. A few weeks later in June, Selena flew into Toronto to host the Much Music Video Awards, and Justin Bieber personally picked her up from the airport. Photos of them hugging in the terminal flooded social media, and fans screamed that the couple was still going strong, all while insiders were telling People magazine that their relationship was very up and down, and that their careers were pulling them in opposite directions. Now, if you were around for 2012, you'd remember that the actors and actresses from the golden age of Disney Channel would all band together and make one friend group, culminating in their own viral music video for Call Me Maybe. When all the stars got together for Ashley Tisdale's party in Malibu, everyone was having a great time, except Selena, who reportedly cried over Justin Bieber the entire party, telling her closest confidants that her and Justin had been non-stop arguing. They were seen together again in September at a haunted house attraction, but in October, Justin sat down with Oprah Winfrey to defend their relationship for the very first time.
I'm always thoughtful about my fans. That's my first thought. What are my fans gonna think? Because I know Selena got death threats. I heard she got death threats on Twitter. Well, yeah, people are mean. And at the end of the day, I still have to be happy. I mean, unless, you know, I can't be single my whole life. Right. Like, I think the fans know that. They know that, you know, I can't be single. They're upset because... It's not them. It's not them, of course, you know. I know if I could be with everybody, all of the fans, I would. But I can't. Really genuine people. And I feel like she's one of the most genuine people. You know, she just has a good heart. And I can talk to her about anything. I never make her separate from me because I don't want her to ever feel like I'm ashamed of her, you know? I feel like that a lot of guys do that, especially in the business. They don't want to be seen with the girl, so they'll, you know, make them ride in separate cars and do all that getaway stuff. You know, if we get away, we're, you know, getting away together. You know?
That was the story they were giving the world on the Oprah Winfrey Show. But behind the scenes, the entire relationship was unraveling. At the end of the month, Justin began posting cryptic Instagram captions like "just me" and "links," which fans quickly decoded as singles spelled backward. The internet exploded.
Wrong way.
Within days, new rumors surfaced that Justin had been seen backstage at the Victoria's Secret fashion show with model Barbara Palvin. Now, Justin was performing at the fashion show, so this one photo wasn't a huge deal. However, after the show, Justin and Barbara would go to the Lion King on Broadway together. A photo of Justin with Barbara in the background would go viral. Everyone was looking at Selena for a response. and she would break the internet by posting the photo with only an ellipses. Selena's never been one to shy away from commenting on her own drama, and I think that's what makes her such a massive celebrity. She is the most followed pop star on social media, and I feel like you don't get that without making major moves like this. Like you're dating the male Britney Spears and you're retweeting him with another girl. It's honestly really, really embarrassing, and it doesn't stop. Like this entire video is like one big humiliation ritual, but honestly, it's one that paid off for Selena. Barbara later tweeted that the speculation was false, but by then, the narrative had grown legs and taken on a life of its own. This seemed to be the final nail in the coffin for Justin and Selena. By November 2012, people officially confirmed what fans had feared. Selena had broken up with Justin. Sources claimed trust issues and busy schedules were to blame, and the breakup was reportedly finalized around November 3rd, 2012, ending one of pop culture's most watched teenage romances. Both of their fan bases were crushed.
Oh, their poor fans.
2014 marked a turning point for both Justin and Selena. On January 2nd, fans spotted the two riding segways through Calabasas, prompting another wave of speculation that they reconciled.
That's Justin up ahead on the right side, and a little bit behind is obviously Selena. This is the neighborhood where, if you can remember just a month or so ago, Selena was reportedly looking to buy a brand new house right there. And the story gets very interesting. According to this Twitter user, Nick Sanitsky, who posted this photo, JB told him and his friends to F off, adding that SG was really nice.
The next day, Justin posted a photo of them together with the caption, quote, "Love the way you look at me." It looked like they were warming up to each other again, until Justin's personal mess was on display for everyone to see. By mid-January, Justin's home was raided by police following an alleged vandalism incident that caused significant property damage.
More trouble for Justin Bieber tonight. Police searched the LA home of the Canadian singer after an incident more common among young kids than international pop stars. It's alleged Bieber pelted his neighbor's house with eggs.
I'd like to place an assault.
Thursday night, the cops were called in after Bieber was allegedly pelting his neighbor's house with eggs. You can hear the Biebs and his neighbor doing battle in the video gone viral.
I got another one for you, actually. Yeah, come right over here, you mother. Call the cops. Yeah, you're a big man, aren't you?
It took about 12 cops and 8 cars to search the 19-year-old's mansion. Seems heavy-handed to crack an egg case.
I get that it was done with eggs, which makes you feel that it's a lower-level crime, but a felony crime is a felony crime no matter how you commit it.
Bieber wasn't arrested, but someone else was. Little Za, Bieber's apparent BFF, but not for throwing eggs, but possession of narcotics.
The I believe was in plain view of the deputies when they were looking for the other evidence.
It's not the first time that Bieber has been a bad neighbor, seen driving his Ferrari 100 miles per hour, actually lowering house prices in his gated community.
You got a 19-year-old kid, you know, feeling entitled, speeding up and down the highway. That's why all the neighbors is mad. Then you got him spitting on people in the neighborhood. You can't do that. That's not the way it's supposed to be.
Days later, he was arrested in Miami for a DUI and drag racing with model Chantel Jeffries in the passenger seat.
You've been romantically linked to Justin Bieber. Have you and Justin ever kissed?
Oh my gosh.
People have called you several things, one of which is a gold digger. How do you respond to that?
If anything, you could say I'm a gold digger because guess what? I have my own goals and I'm focused on those. I don't really need anybody else.
Oh,
I'm like a strong, independent woman.
The image of his smirking mugshot became one of the most circulated
I don't know,
photos
man.
of the
I hope.
entire
I don't know.
year.
Hopefully,
a week later, he turned
we'll
himself
see what happens.
into
Hopefully,
Toronto
it doesn't
police
rain
for
that bad.
allegedly assaulting a limo driver. Within the span of 2 weeks, the public's perception of Justin shifted dramatically. Fans were heartbroken that their parents now hated him. It was a complete anti-Belieber revolution, and Justin became the talk of the town. Now, I'm sure a lot of you remember when this happened. I remember I was taking a class called God's World News at the time, and I was 13 years old, and someone brought this story in, and I was so sad for him. I always remember how people bullied him and called him gay and said he had a high voice and all that stuff from like 2009 through 11, and I was a big fan even back then. But oh my goodness, when this hit, I had already been 2 years years off of defending Miley Cyrus every day of my life at every Christian school I was at for every mother who was criticizing her so ruthlessly and just wasn't understanding her. And I felt the same way about Justin. I was a really big fan, and honestly, I know he had more of a legal side and he was actually breaking the law. It was just hard to watch for me because I feel like when you're so famous, he already has a different way he conducts himself every day. He can't just go out in the public. He has to stay hidden in a lot of aspects. And so the one time he's like trying to find himself in the public, this is what he's met with. It was like a really hard lesson right in front of everyone. And I feel like it really reminds me of Britney Spears. I don't feel like there's been such a media circus, for lack of better words, since Bangers and Britney Spears. Like someone that's really truly dominated the entire media where people are making headlines saying they're quote crashing out. It was familiar and obviously, you know, iconic in a lot of ways, but it was clear Justin was struggling and he was young, y'all. Like he was not some adult yet. And genuinely no one was there to really help him. No one had his best interests at heart. Everyone was making money off of him in his life. And if they hung around him, they got major perks and sometimes even free drugs. People would use Justin till his use ran out. And the backlash didn't just stop in the news. Within days of the Miami arrest, a White House We the People petition to deport Justin blew past the signature threshold, collecting hundreds of thousands of names and forcing an official response. It became a national political talking point. The most famous 19-year-old in the world, Canadian, not a US citizen, was now being framed as a celebrity immigrant receiving special treatment. Immigration attorneys quickly pointed out the fine print. His charges were only misdemeanors, not even the kind of aggravated crimes that trigger removal proceedings, even though he was in America on a work visa. In other words, it was embarrassing but not deportable. And because everyone loves a good plot twist, tabloids would pile on with an even louder rumor that Justin was trying to marry Selena Gomez to protect his status. It was everywhere for a week, even though there was no real evidence he proposed or even needed to. The world was just trying to make sense of a 19-year-old megastar in a complete freefall. After the dust settled, the familiar pattern between Justin and Selena resurfaced. It didn't stop her at all. In March, Justin flew to Texas where Selena was performing. They were spotted having breakfast together, laughing over coffee. Justin even showed up to a South by Southwest performance and performed an acoustic set dedicated to her, calling Selena his baby girl. Days later, he posted and quickly deleted 2 black and white videos of them slow dancing to John Legend's Ordinary People. By April, they were seen together again at Coachella, walking hand in hand. It looked like a reconciliation until a few weeks later when Selena suddenly unfollowed both Kendall and Kylie Jenner, after rumors surfaced that Justin had been texting the both of them. The fallout was instant, feeding endless fan theories about what had really gone down that weekend at Coachella. Around this time, Justin was also in the studio with a 15-year-old Madison Beer, and Selena would pop by to check in on both of them. Through May and June, the pattern repeated again. Justin was seen having dinner with Kylie Jenner, then posting and deleting another photo of him and Selena, captioned, "Our love is unconditional." Each time, Justin and Selena's fanbase caught it before it disappeared, kinda cementing their relationship as the most public private love story ever. Jelena was an open secret. The summer passed pretty quietly, but by September they were spotted together again. First at Hillsong Church, then at dinner in Los Angeles, sparking whispers of yet another reunion. A few weeks later, during Paris Fashion Week, Justin was photographed having dinner with Kendall Jenner, and by the next morning, Selena had unfollowed him and flown home early. In November, Selena released The Heart Wants What It Wants, a raw look into her state of mind at the time. She later confirmed it was about Justin, and the media would run with the story through the end of 2014. Now, 2015 would be a year of clarity for Justin and Selena. The year started confusing as usual as Justin and Selena were spotted at Mastro's on a top secret date. The general public didn't know what to believe. Justin and Selena were officially more broken up than they were together. At the exact same time Taylor Swift began dating Calvin Harris, her best friend Selena Gomez found herself smitten with another DJ as well. Selena Gomez and Russian DJ Antoine, otherwise known as Zed, would release their hit song I Want You to Know in early 2015, and fans began noticing how close Selena and Zed got on social media. And their suspicions were confirmed whenever Selena and Zed were seen leaving an after-party together for the Golden Globes. This sparked a ton of rumors that the two were dating. However, rising DJ at the time Diplo would publicly denounce their relationship and call it a publicity stunt. Only 1 month later, Justin would infamously attend 2015 Coachella with Hailey Baldwin and Kendall Jenner. This sparked old rumors back up that Kendall and Justin were dating. The public couldn't have been more wrong. 1 month after Justin went to Coachella, Selena Gomez would go on the radio and confirm that she did in fact have a fling with DJ Zed, saying, quote, "First off, it was very interesting that Diplo would think he knew about my personal life, but he doesn't. I adore Antoine a lot, and I definitely had a thing with him, which was nice." Justin was quiet about his relationship with Selena Gomez for 3 months until he finally opened up about her to Complex magazine in September of 2015, telling the magazine, quote, "I learned a lot. I moved in with my girlfriend when I was 18 and started my own life with her. It was a marriage kind of thing. Living with a girl at that age, it was just too much, but we were so in love. Nothing else mattered. We were all about each other, and when it's like that, when your whole world is wrapped up in one person, you start to get your value from them. And that's when things fell apart. People will always disappoint you, your girl or your dude. They're always going to let you down eventually, because your full identity can't be in that person. My identity was in her, and hers was in me. So when stuff would happen, I would lose my freaking mind, and she'd lose hers. And we'd fight so hard because we were just so invested in each other. But love is a choice. It's not a feeling. Don't fall in love." No, I'm just kidding. End quote. In October, Justin and Selena would make headlines again when they were out to dinner together on Snapchat. Selena would respond in Elle magazine in October of the same year. Elle writing, quote, "A recent Snapchat video showed Gomez and Bieber happily sharing dinner with friends. And friends is what they are now," she says, genuinely, drawing out the words to make sure it sinks in, saying, quote, "I'll forever support him and to love him in a way that we grew up together. I think people want it to be different. Different how, I ask? More drama?" She nods. "We're too young for that. Nobody was married. There was no, I respect him. And I think he respects me in a healthy manner. Would she and Bieber ever get back together?" She laughs and practically shouts, "I don't know." Now keep in mind, both Selena and Justin were in new eras. Justin in his Purpose era and Selena in her Revival era. Justin had infamously released Where Are You Now with Skrillex, who many thought was about Selena Gomez. He then followed up with his radio hit Sorry. Justin was quite literally begging for her back on every radio station. Justin would release What Do You Mean along with Mark My Words and Love Yourself. These songs painted the portrait of a completely destroyed Justin Bieber, who'd been left emotionally destroyed and was moving through the stages of grief. Selena stayed calm, cool, and collected with Revival, releasing her songs Same Old Love, Hands to Myself, and even Kill 'Em With Kindness. Fans immediately jumped to the conclusion that these songs were all about Justin, and she actually had to go on ABC News and clarify that she was completely over Justin. Towards the end of 2015, Justin would further complicate the relationship, telling Access Hollywood that Selena is someone he loves dearly, and he'll never stop loving her. He respected her and they still talked, but they needed some time to do some soul searching. But the world wasn't even completely sure if they were even fully broken up. Only 2 weeks later, Justin and Selena would be seen at the Beverly Hills Hotel, where videos would surface of Justin serenading Selena with the song My Girl, and even his own song that he wrote for Selena titled Sorry. And all these sweet nothings would come to an end when Selena was photographed kissing One Direction's Niall Horan. But Justin got his lick back on December 31st, 2015, when he was photographed in St. Bart's kissing model and Nepo baby Hailey Baldwin. But this time was different for Justin and Selena. Selena Gomez would take to Rolling Stone in January of 2016 and dispel any rumors that her and Justin were together, saying, quote, "I honestly am so done. I care about his health and well-being, but I can't do it anymore. Honestly, what I would love to be printed is that I'm so beyond done with talking about that and him." In February, Justin would sort of echo that sentiment to GQ magazine, saying that him and Selena don't talk often, but they're cordial. This was directly after Selena's surgery scare, so she was heavily in the news. The next month, even though Justin was publicly linked to Hailey Baldwin, he would post a throwback photo of him and Selena kissing from 2011. Selena liked the post and commented, quote, "Perfect." And this is where it gets really wild. Just when you think they're broken up and they're moving on, only 4 days later after the kissing post, Selena was spotted at Justin's Purpose World Tour at the Staples Center, and the official venue's Twitter page snitched that she was in attendance. Now keep in mind, Selena is deep in her Taylor Swift Squad era, and Justin Bieber's fame is being quantified by how many #1s off Purpose. Both would attend the iHeartRadio Music Awards, and eyewitnesses reported that when Selena walked past Justin backstage, he didn't say a word to her. Later that night, Justin would win Male Artist of the Year. And Selena confusingly stood and enthusiastically applauded. Because Selena and Justin were so on and off, no one believed them when they said they weren't together anymore. In April, Selena was also rumored to have been dating Charlie Puth at the time, as she had just collaborated on We Don't Talk Anymore, and the two were spotted together.
Then a report surfaced claiming that Selena was hooking up with pal Charlie Puth, who is not a believer.
Fuck you, Justin Bieber.
Feels good, bro. We never really got to talk about just like years ago when you said fuck you on stage to me. I don't think it's very funny, to be honest.
What, you talking about that shit 6 years ago?
Yeah.
Bro, I was being facetious. I was being completely sarcastic.
However, magazines later reported that they never actually dated despite the gossip. The next month, in May of 2016, Selena would make headlines when during one of her shows for the Revival World Tour, she grabbed a fan's homemade sign that read, quote, "Marry Justin, please." And Selena crumpled the sign and tossed it aside on stage. That same month, Selena was photographed getting super handsy with actor Orlando Bloom. Now, Selena and Orlando actually have a complicated history, as they were rumored to have briefly dated in 2014, during one of Selena and Justin's breaks. After news broke of Selena and Orlando being spotted together, Orlando's girlfriend at the time, Katy Perry, cryptically tweeted a Peggy Lee video saying, "Is that all there is?" Now, this drama runs so deep, because Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez's best friend, was heavily feuding with Katy Perry at the time. Both of the singers were writing diss tracks on each other. So for Selena to go after Katy's man seemed like a direct attack on Katy Perry on behalf of Taylor Swift. In August of 2016, Justin would take a break from Hailey Baldwin and begin a brief relationship with model Sophia Richie. As he began posting with her on social media, she would be ruthlessly attacked, just like Selena was. But this time, it was by both Justin and Selena's fan bases. They were truly invested in Jelena, so anyone they posted with that wasn't each other would have their entire career crumbling. Justin would plead with his fans to leave Sophia alone, writing, "I'm gonna make my Instagram private if you guys don't stop the hate." Selena would make the shocking move to publicly comment on his Instagram post, saying, quote, "If you can't handle the hate, then stop posting pictures of your girlfriend, LOL. It should be special between you two only. Don't be mad at your fans. They love you and supported you before anyone did." End quote. But this was the final straw for Justin, as he would deactivate his entire account after she commented this. Selena would quietly cancel her tour, citing depression and anxiety due to her lupus. She posted on Instagram constantly about feeling alone. Selena reportedly changed her phone number and asked her friends not to give her new number to Justin. And outlets reported for the rest of the year that neither of them were speaking to each other. In 2022, Selena Gomez would release her documentary My Mind and Me, which featured footage from 2016, all leading up to the implosion of her canceling her world tour. One of the most emotional scenes shows her crying over a collaboration with Justin Bieber. His song Let Me Love You was originally supposed to feature Selena, but it never ended up happening. And Selena said she felt like she just wasn't enough by herself.
The whole song thing, he called me this morning about the song with Justin, and I was like, when am I gonna just be good enough by myself? Like, when am I gonna be, like, when am I gonna be good just by myself, not needing anybody to be associated with? Like, it's so...
You already are.
Selena Gomez would attempt to move on in 2017 when photos of her kissing The Weeknd hit every major news outlet. Meanwhile, Justin's relationships with Sophia Richie and Hailey Baldwin had completely fizzled out. A month later, Selena would release her song, It Ain't Me. Everyone thought it was about Justin. The co-writers of the song actually came out and cleared the air, explaining the song wasn't explicitly about Justin. However, Selena would like and unlike a Jelena fan post just days later. This obviously reignited the never-ending rumor that the two were still seeing each other. But it's important to note that Selena recently has said that she hasn't had her social media password in almost a decade. Selena's new boyfriend The Weeknd would take the narrative into his own hands when he released a song titled Some Way, the day after Valentine's Day. In it, he sings, "I think your girl fell in love with me." Justin would be continually asked about this song in interviews at the time, and he would reiterate that he doesn't listen to The Weeknd and that he's whack. For the next 5 months, Selena and Justin would go down completely separate paths. Selena going strong with her new boyfriend The Weeknd, and Justin pursuing his short career in acting. But by September 2017, Selena's health would take a turn for the worse. Selena would receive a kidney transplant, and during her recovery, Justin visited Selena fairly frequently. Now keep in mind, Selena at this point is still seeing The Weeknd, but according to reports at the time, The Weeknd was completely aware she was seeing Justin. However, over the course of the next few months, Selena would start seeing Justin more and more, going to breakfast, going bike riding together, and even going to church together. By November, they were publicly hugging and kissing at Justin's hockey game. Keep in mind, Selena is still publicly dating The Weeknd. A few weeks later, Selena was showing clear signs of an era switch-up as she dyed her hair blonde and officially unfollowed The Weeknd. Around the same time, Selena officially confirms that her and The Weeknd broke up on good terms, and she really cherishes people who've impacted her life. She wouldn't directly name Justin, but for the rest of the year, they would be seen together non-stop, boarding private jets together and even a semi-private date at a Seattle arcade. Anyway, as 2018 was revving up, Selena Gomez's mother, Mandy, made it clear that she was unsupportive of Justin and Selena's rekindling, but Justin's mother publicly defended the two getting back together. Justin and Selena would be seen together all of February, and at the beginning of March, Selena even posted a birthday tribute for Justin. Media outlets confirmed that sources close to Justin made it clear he wasn't finished with Selena, and he still had so much love for her. However, at the same time, Justin was quietly rekindling his relationship with Hailey Baldwin. By June, Justin and Hailey would reveal to the world that they were in fact dating. By the end of the year, Justin and Hailey would be engaged to be married. Selena's song Lose You to Love Me is widely believed to be about Justin Bieber, saying that he rushed into a relationship and got engaged after only 3 months. Many fans took Justin Bieber's song Ghost as a response to Selena. Justin says it's just about his grandfather, but the lyrics are pretty romantic. There were even rumors that on Justin's wedding day, he reportedly
whatever the
texted
first
Selena
stream
hours
amount of
before the
time was,
ceremony,
plus
including
now.
saying I love you.
I'm dead.
Many fans believe Selena is alluding to this situation in her song Ring, which includes the lyrics, quote, I received your message, all 23. This would set off an entire chain of events between Hailey and Selena, but I'm gonna save that drama for another video, so be sure to subscribe if you're not, click that notification bell because you will definitely want to see part 2 to this that's being uploaded very soon. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see y'all later. Bye!
Bye! Did we thumbs it? We do now, girl. Oh, no. Coffee and cults. Cancel. Don't. Nobody asked you to do none of that shit. You fuck right off. All the way off, bitch. No! No! Okay, we watched that one. 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 No dementia for Wendy Williams. Right on. Ain't nobody like no dementia. All right.
So this is me.
Some
This is
BJ.
me all day. Yes, FBI. Yes, cops down the street. Yes, no, yep, you can call me back.
Press 1 for blah blah blah.
Like, it's taken everything in me, y'all. Everything in me.
Time for some Queen. Oh, the Queen. Okay, 1 second.
Or honestly, comments of any kind to anyone mentioned in this video on behalf of me or yourself. The purpose of this video is to give my commentary and opinion on matters of public concern. Thank you. Order. Y'all, I got an update. Hate to have to do it this soon. Let's just jump right into it. Without surprise witness brush. Coming soon. So the last time we talked about Nova, it wasn't that long ago. Just to remind you, I had some concerns. Primary to the concerns that I had were the creepy adults around her.
So if the homie be like, oh, that's her, I'm going.
For example, her own parents, her family, her own parents. She has apparently an absent father. And, I mean, her mom, we already talked about this. I'm not getting into it today.
A lot of people used to tell me, like, stop giving your daughter clout. I'm like, clout? This is our real life. Like, yes, clout now.
But that wasn't the only adults. Those weren't the only adults I was worried about. I was also worried about some other adults, namely a few podcasters, 2 of them with very large platforms, Mark Leta, Adam Grandmason. Mark Leta, I feel, in my opinion, put this child, Nova, in an appropriate position and showed her to the world himself on his channel, on his platform in an appropriate way, and kind of made her famous, made her more vulnerable in some ways, in my opinion. Because she is so famous, she leaves the house and people recognize her from social media, all that. I was also concerned about Adam 1622 Grandmason, who has his own history with Mark Leta.
Today, I'm taking a dip into some deep
soft white underbelly lore. You hit me up. You said, "Do you want to interview the devil?"
Yogurt.
So Mark, I asked Mark because I'm like, so I asked Mark, and I looked at Mark interviews and I saw that that you interviewed him. And I asked him to connect me to you, and so Mark reaches out to you and says, "Hey, do you interested in doing a podcast with you?" I guess your response was I know the devil reincarnated. And then he calls me
You
and
think
he's
I
like,
said that?
That's what Mark said.
Did I really say
Yeah,
that?
you responded to him in a text
Why would
message.
I say that? That doesn't sound like something I would say.
Well, that's what people were calling me on the internet.
Let me look at my text.
Okay,
with Mark.
okay. So then Mark tells me, he's like, well, Adam called you the devil. Doesn't look like he's interested in doing a podcast with you.
Because Mark reached out and thought that,
Oh, I fuck with the devil. This is well known.
He said that. Anyway, weirdo creep behavior in my opinion, but in particular with this story, with the Nova story, my concerns had to do with the fact that, in my opinion, Adam 2216, Grand Mason of Nashua, is putting Nova also, again, yet more threatening, more dangerous situations by having her come on his channel and talk about a very serious child trafficking RICO going on, and putting the microphone right. Remember, I was worried about that. He wasn't the only one. Whack 100, another podcaster. He also was throwing Nova's name around in this Hoover RICO indictment, and it didn't end there. Anybody else who wasn't saying stuff like that was saying, she's fast and grown and thrusting herself into the lifestyle. Remember, had all these concerns about the adults around her, and then also supposed literal, members. I don't know what I'm allowed to say over here, but members
we're done with
of
this box.
We'll call it tangs or fangs, with a G at the beginning of the word. ATM Richie, remember this clown? This was one of my top primary calls to action in my last 2 documentaries on this issue. It was, can we get this man investigated? Everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but he was saying some grotesque and detestable things. He said he had locked women up in dog cages. He said that he had put cigarettes out on women who disobeyed him. He forced them to call him daddy while they were getting scalded with the scalding water. I mean, all kinds of horrible things. Dog kennels, cat food. That was years ago. With the Nova situation rolls around. I just want to remind everybody, and maybe just tell you for the first time if you didn't know, Nova's name, including her official government name, which is public knowledge because she's been reported missing so many times to the public, is never mentioned in these publicly available Hoover indictments. Okay? Her name's never mentioned. So as far as the public is concerned, we truly have no idea if Nova, for sure, is actually in any way implicated in this Hoover indictment. The people who put that out there to the public, to me, I'll say, who I found this out from, were Whack 100 and ATM Richie, by way of Adam Grand Mason, because he platforms it all. So it was this ATM Richie who said Nova better not be testifying against anybody. Nova better stay out the way for better days and better plays.
Nova know what time it is. Nova better stay out the way for better days and better plays. Dead homies. Her and her podcast mom. Not clean.
And that was one of the things that I kept highlighting, but that isn't the only time that he made supposedly threatening remarks about Nova and her mom, okay?
Oh, hang on. The fucking... There we go. Now I see it. I finished. I finished it. It's done. It's done. I finished. I grabbed a yogurt and watched BJ play video games.
So I'm like, look, this guy hasn't been picked up with the Hoover indictment. Okay, nobody picked him up. Are they asking him questions? Are they investigating into this man? Because if they're not, I think they need to be. He was just out walking free. Now, I want to be very clear. I was not the only person saying this stuff, and I was far from the first. I was far from the first person saying this stuff. I also heard other commentators talking about it weeks before I ever talked about it. WIG TV. Other people were saying ATM Richie needs to shut up. He's gonna get in trouble. ATM Richie is going to let his mouth overload his mouth write the check that the can't cash. Like the whole adages. Like he needs to shut up. And there was a large amount of people. I mean, I don't know, a few. I'll say a few. There was a few people who were saying he's just joking. Like that's not even real. Like he doesn't do any of that stuff. Like he's never done that. Like he's just trying to get clout and clicks. And honestly, that's why I started saying it's all for clicks and clout until it's 15 to like. Everything's content until it's 15 to 20. Okay. So, and I'm not saying that anything I said had anything to do with it. I'm not saying that my video had anything to do with it, but it does appear like maybe ATM Richie is in fact and indeed under investigation. Before we get into that, I want to circle back around to Nova because I have some updates there. I have some updates on the older concerns that I just mentioned, we just recapped. And I also have a whole new brand new concern, which thankfully now has been resolved, but I wanted to update everybody over here on this channel. I've been doing updates on my other channel, but I wanted to put it over here as well. So the other day, it was, I believe, October 9th. Today on the 10th, yeah, okay, so a few weeks ago, I was sitting down to do my makeup one morning, and while I'm doing my makeup, I like to have some YouTube video or something playing, so I'm just, I pull up YouTube, and right there on my front page, suggested to me, was a new vlog post from none other than Nova. And this is on the heels of my 2 videos coming out, and I just wanted to see, what was going on with her. I do not watch every video she posts. I have not watched every video that she's ever posted. But on this particular day, I was like, let me check in with what Nova's doing. It was like a day in my life or something like that. So I click on the video, and first and foremost, it appears that she's doing things in the video which are, in my opinion, don't appear to be statutorily allowed, maybe against the law. Like, for example, driving. She's 15 years old at the time that the video came out, and she's in California. I don't think you can drive by yourself in a car legally in California at 15 years old. So, there's that. Then I, whatever, okay, fine. I'm gonna keep watching the video. I keep watching the video, and I'm just wondering this car, whose car she's driving. Is it her car? There's all this speculation around that Mark Leta is the one that bought her that car or gave her the money for that car. Now, me personally, I don't know where she got that money from. I have reason to believe that she's making money, so I don't know why she couldn't have bought her own car. But I don't know. I don't know how Mark Leta has anything to do with that, but I did wonder that, like, who bought that car?
She did not help me get this car. I did the interview, Mark gave me the money, and I got my car.
Whose car is it for? Is it hers? If so, then, it can't be insured, because why would an insurance company insure it? I don't know. Anyway, there's other stuff going on in the video, like, that appeared to be, like, maybe not legal, like substance consumption, including 420 and the gummy variety to my memory. I'm doing this off memory. And then she's also appeared to have some type of canister with like a gas of some sort in it, and she was taking, inhaling from it. And I don't think that's the first video that she did that in either, because I think we also included a video of a help me where she was doing that in the previous document. Just, yeah, this, I don't even think I can actually show it, but the caption is just #help me. And we've been here before. She's doing what appears to be, I don't even know if I could say it. You know what? I could throw up a screenshot. Of what it is, and it's Adam Grand Mason, incidentally. Keep that later. But that's what I think, is going on in the picture. That's what it appears to me. So that was a little bit alarming. And then, in addition, there was the most alarming to me, it just disgusted me, was that Nova, and remember, the way that she was originally described when she first came on the scene of YouTube was a teenage or a 13-year-old prostitute. So she's also talked, this is all recap, but she's talked openly, publicly with her mother and Mark Leta about selling content. And her Instagram accounts will get deleted because they are child blank. That also reminds me, like, didn't his Instagram account get deleted for child blankography? And like, I mean, I know that was years and years ago, and like terms and conditions and algorithms and things change like every day, but like, just, foreshadowing how hard it is to get some stuff taken down. It's shocking that, someone's would be taken down without any of that on there. But anyway, I need to take the part out. Anyway, so there was another really disgusting, grotesque, alarming thing that happened in the video, and it was while Nova was sitting in that car, she is apparently approached by a man on the street. Now, the man isn't in the camera lens angle, you can't see him, but he walks up within earshot at least and says pretty much propositions Nova, like, are you working, or whatever. And he offers Nova $60, $60 US American dollars, to perform a vile and grotesque, illegal sexual act. And again, she's 15 years old in this video, as far as I know, and she declines, thankfully. She's like, no, I don't want to do that because it would hurt. So I'd pretty much seen all I needed to see from the video at that point. I mean, it's like a certain feeling of helplessness where there's really nothing you can do. And this is just being like literally forced upon me. Like, sure, I clicked on the video, but I had no reason to believe that there was going to be a man, you know, offering the $60. You know, that alone was enough. But then something else even worse happened. I'll tell you what it is. So throughout this video, again, I'm doing this from memory, but throughout this video vlog, this day in my life thing, it has this like watermark across the bottom. You could call it a watermark, an overlay, you might call it, but it's like basically like someone has in the editing process gone in and typed a word, or, you know, typed this thing down in the lower like third of the video. And what they typed down there was a Twitter account handle. So it was like, you know, follow me on Twitter at Nova whatever. Okay, now this Twitter account, just full disclaimer, it's been deleted, it's been suspended, it's not up anymore. But we're rewinding a few weeks. So this was like October 9th. So I'm like, all right, let me go to the Twitter account. So I go to the Twitter account, which is a Twitter account, right? I didn't go to I didn't go to a Kik or a Kik or a Omegle or a Telegram. I went to twitter.com, x.com. And as soon as I got to the Twitter, there was not much posted on it. There were no posts. The only thing posted was 3 separate, I believe, videos, maybe pictures. I don't even remember. Pictures or videos, I don't know. But it was still screen no matter what. It wasn't playing. So whatever it was a still screen, and I didn't press play. 3 separate posts of, let me put this in a way that I'm allowed to say, things that if you tried to look it up, that would be a crime. Okay. Things that if you went out of your way to find this material and you knew what you were looking for, like if you typed in the description of what this was, oh, you're getting in trouble. Okay. So I'm not sure, again, all innocent until proven guilty, and I don't know who posted it. All right, I'm just laying out how it came across, unfortunately, my irises and my retinas, because I never, ever in my life wanted to see this, okay? So 3 separate things instantly. I waste absolutely no time at all whatsoever. Report it to Twitter, report it to Twitter, report it to Twitter. When you report something to Twitter, it disappears for you. It goes away. You reported this, it'll say. Now, there's a little button off to the side that apparently I guess you press view. I wasn't pressing that button. So, as I'm looking at this Twitter account, it was completely no media that I could see anymore. You reported this post, you reported this post, you reported this post, okay? So then I'm like, all right, well, that was terrifying, horrifying. I was sick. I started crying. I started actually crying and shaking. My whole day was messed up. I'm still like, I don't like to think about it. And that's why I'm saying, like, I don't even really want to think about, was it a video, was it a picture? I'm trying to erase it. I'm trying to erase it from my mind. But I do want to update y'all with how serious this situation has gotten. It was already a serious situation. I already said that I think her life is in danger. And then since I made that video, since that video came out, on a regular social media website, a regular social media account is Twitter. This is Twitter. So I reported it, and I'm like, well, this is certainly a crime. Certainly, it's a crime that someone put that up there on purpose like that. So I start making some calls, okay? And I just want to run through a list of all of the different things that I tried to do to get this content removed. First thing I did was I reported it to Twitter. Then on Twitter, this account is no longer up, thank God. But right in the bio of that Twitter, it was like, follow me on Instagram. So every account leads you to another account. But these other accounts are often just regular, like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. But she also does, or someone, I don't know who posted it, but someone's also posting telegrams and stuff I've never heard of. T.me. Well, I don't know. I didn't click those. I went to Instagram and I reported that account too. Now, when I went to Instagram, what I will say, there was nothing on there like what was on that one Twitter. I'm gonna go full, it was cheese pizza, I'll say. So I reported it to Twitter. And then I never really thought about like, what do you do if you're just like innocently like on the not dark web, like you're on Twitter and then like, you know, you're confronted with something like that. I didn't even know what to do. Who do you report it to? What do you call 911? I live in New Jersey. She's in California. So I have recently watched like a Jadeon video or one of those predator catcher type videos, and I heard one of the guys telling a police officer that this predator that they were chasing had sent illegal material of this type, the child type, to who he thought to be a child himself, a decoy. And so the decoy reported it to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I just had that memory of hearing that. And so I immediately go and I type in National Center Missing and Exploited Children. I make a written post and I have a report number here, 221438529. But in the middle of me doing that, submitting that report, it prompted me to call them. It's like, it sounds like you might have some more information that might be more helpful. Can you call us? And I did, because I saw something, I'm saying something. Then I went back to that original YouTube video itself, okay? The original YouTube video itself that I reported on October 9th. Because why? Because it had advertising for that detestable Twitter account on it. And as far as what I had seen on that Twitter account, nobody else needed to be having access to it illegally. Like, I should not have seen that. It was illegal for someone to force me to see that. I was assaulted with it, plus the child who's in it, who couldn't consent legally or in any other way. It's right here. I'm gonna take this picture right here. I reported it. See all reports. I reported it on October 9th and October 10th for child abuse. One for child abuse, one for sexual content, and it's not even age restricted. It's live. Status live. I reported it. It's still up. It's still live. It's not even age restricted. To this day, right now, those screenshots that I just took, and I'm gonna put them in this video, y'all gonna be able to see. I just took them right now on Thursday, November 6th, 10:37 a.m. Eastern. Nevertheless, I reported it. Hey, hi, yes, hello. A small interruption. I have an update to this update. Okay, so everything I said, yes, it is true. All of it is still true, but there have been some developments rendering one of the things that I just said to be a little bit ambiguous. So let me just clear that up here. Okay, so since the recording of the video you're watching right now, Nova went on ahead and posted another video. Okay, so at the time I recorded the video you're watching right now, there was that, that wasn't the last video. If you understand what I'm saying, like the last video was whatever it was. But then she went, after I recorded the video, she went and posted another video. Now, this other video, I had never seen it before, but apparently,
I guess I have all this stuff.
And I clicked on it again, whenever I saw all this horrible stuff, it wasn't on YouTube. So I still felt comfortable or, slightly okay clicking on a YouTube video. So I click on the YouTube video and more of the same, we'll say categories of behaviors were going on yet again. I don't even want to repeat what I saw in the video, just suffice it to say, I believe the activities going on in the video to have also been not legal, okay? Everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but it warranted, again, me reporting Nova's video. Okay, so when I reported that
video, send for the rocket now, because
something brand new happened. Since the recording of the video you're watching, okay, something brand new happened. YouTube did respond to my report in the affirmative and agree with me it violated some terms in some service or something and did remove it. So at the time of the recording of this video, I had never been able to successfully report a video of Nova's and, get proof that it was my report that got it taken down. Nova had blamed me, or accused me rather, of being the person that gets her YouTube videos removed, but that was just simply not true at all when she said it, and it still wasn't true when she said it. But in the time, again, since I recorded the video, there's been an update. Nova posted another new, different video that I had never seen before. I did report it, and I did get it taken down. And I just want to reiterate that I'm not sorry, and I would do it again. I am doing this for the safety of children and for the safety of everybody who has to be exposed to this stuff. So again, it wasn't anything lewd or graphic. To my memory, it might have been. I really don't know, but it wasn't anything graphic for sure. It wasn't anything graphic. And it wasn't the type of materials, that you need to report to the FBI. In my opinion, I'm trying to follow all the rules myself over here. This is a public service announcement. This is
black alpaca. I need the black alpaca.
So that is why I'm reporting on it, and I am also reporting what I am doing for the safety of one specific child, but also the safety of the whole public as well, and that is the purpose of this video. Thank you very much. Okay, back to me from the past, but okay, back to me from the past, okay, or whatever. I'm assuming, like on Twitter, for example, whenever you report, like, this is child blank of fee, that there's like an immediate, you know, like I could just think about like how fast they can remove other stuff from these social media sites based on even just a algorithm, a robot. You know, they'll take it down now, ask questions later. And I think on this issue, I'm okay with that. You know, if something might be child abuse material, then it should be removed now and ask questions later. Now, if it turns out that that's not what it is and, you know, whatever, okay, fine. But like, I don't know. I guess I was naive. I just assumed they would just take it down immediately. So the next day, after I made these reports, again, I called the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I think I have a little bit of a snippet from that call. Hi, Kristen. My name is Brittany, and I'm actually a YouTuber. I've been following the story of this little girl for years, and I just came across what I can only characterize as child. I'm very shaken up. It was just posted right on Twitter, and I don't know what to do exactly. I don't know this child. She's 15. She's been reported missing several times, and she's selling material of herself, or someone's posting as her and selling it. I reported it all to Twitter, but I've never done anything like this. I'm kind of very shaken up. I've never seen anything like that. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do.
So what is do you know her first and last name? Maybe I can...
Her name is, and she's been reported missing a few times over the last couple years. She was, I think, 13 when she went missing the first time. She has a money bag tattoo on her face now. I mean, the whole thing.
Okay, I see her case here. Let me see if she's still missing. So she is no longer missing, but I'm still going to take that information from you so I can pass it along to the case manager.
And she posted a YouTube video, like a vlog, yesterday, like 3 hours. I'm on the East Coast, she's on the West Coast. Again, we've never spoken. I do not know her. I just, you know, have been following her case. She was on a huge YouTube channel being advertised as a child like 2 years ago, and she was completely like naked. I mean, she had on like a see-through bathing suit top. You could see her areolas, you could see her nipples, and she was. In the title, it said she was.
Okay, and do you know her Twitter handle?
Yes. Yeah.
And when were those posted, do you know?
September 17th, and the account was joined August 2024, and the description of the Twitter says, like, you know, the like intro and bio thing, it says, welcome, CUMMMM, the real Nova Wova, text me for content deals, LOL, enjoy, and it's got an eggplant emoji, which is, you know, you know, I'm assuming like, okay, I've done what I need to do. Let me just go make sure it got taken down. So the next day, this is October 10th, I go back to that Twitter account. Again, I can't see anything on there, so I'm safe. I can't see anything on there. It says, you reported this post with no picture. You reported this post. You reported this post. I go back to it the next day. There was more uploaded. It wasn't deleted, and there was more uploaded. I could still see you reported this post. Of course, I didn't click to reopen it. I don't want to see it ever again in my life. But I'm like, what? Wait, hold on. All right, That's whenever I called the FBI. Okay, I mean, the next day, this is October 10th, I called back the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I added to that same report. I talked to this girl named Michaela about 7-8 minutes, and I said there's new pizza posted. So yesterday I called to report an online social media profile. It was on a Twitter or an X account, and it had 3 videos of a kid child doing like things, and those videos are still up. I reported them to Twitter, and the profile itself has gained over 300 followers, and in the last 16 or 17 hours, the child or the account has uploaded another graphic video of this child. She's got no on, and she's got her in the air. She's twerking. You can see the. I reported that one to Twitter as well just now, and 4 graphic videos are up on Twitter right now, not having been taken down since yesterday. The one, you know, I reported 3 of them to y'all yesterday, and there's another one up now. The first 3 haven't been taken down. Now there's another one, and the profile is gaining followers.
Okay, I can add that in. I'll get this over to the analyst on your case, and then she can help you to be able to help a little bit better than I will. I'll also just let her know, like I'll give her an email that I made an update to the case, so she'll look at it again.
I also sent a tip to the FBI under the child fee category. I said this child was advertised to millions online as a 13-year-old prostitute. Since then, 2 years ago, she's been featured on other large YouTube channels, and that's one of my issues, and has been, is that she's being advertised, whether that's what they want to call it or what they think they're doing or not. There are perverts and freaks who see it as an advertisement for sure. I put another tip at the FBI, and then I called the LAPD, thinking that the cops in LA might want to do something about this. Grotesque and detestable. It was still up. No, they didn't. Okay, so I don't even exactly know where to start. I'm so sorry. I'll lead with what I think is the most important. There's child pornography on the internet. I've reported it, and it's not being taken down. There's 3 videos I reported to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and then another one has been posted, and the child is in LA from what I understand. I am not, so I didn't want to call 911 because I'm in New Jersey. Just full disclosure, I don't live over there, but there's child pornography on the internet. It's been there since September 17th. I'm very shaken up about it. I've reported it to the FBI. I reported it to Twitter. It's up on there, and it's not just child pornography. It's being sold. Yeah, but the is online. The victim is in your jurisdiction, for sure. The New Jersey cops are going to drive to California to protect this child? What?
We don't handle computer crimes.
So you don't take action against child at the LAPD? This was dispatcher 716 and dispatcher 407. And somebody tried to call to complain on them, and they were like, oh, we need to know which number that the original caller called. So I'm gonna put it in here, just in case y'all wanna call and complain. Let your voices be known peacefully. How these people handled this call. The number I called was 877-1 before it. 1-877-275-5273. I've also tried to get the identity of dispatcher 716 and 407, but they don't give that information out. They don't protect children. They don't do computer crimes. I mean, it was horrifying. It was horrifying how they handled the call. And what's your name?
We don't give names.
You don't give names, and you don't protect children?
Ma'am, this is reported to the FBI, and the LAPD does not respond out for computer crimes.
Who are you? I'm not talking to. Who are you? What's your operator number, please?
407.
So y'all are, just to let me get this straight, y'all are chastising me for calling to report child which I have reported of a child who is a victim in your jurisdiction, and you are bitching at me? Got it. I'll report this. I will report this publicly, and I'm going to add your... But anyway, they told me to call the local cops in New Jersey. And that might be the way to go. Okay, maybe that's how they sorted out their bureaucracy, because I'm the victim of it because I saw it too or something. But the way that they handled me on the phone, and that's the thing too, like a lot of people had been saying beforehand, like, and there is the racial disparity between how, you know, people get treated by cops and stuff. But y'all, this is how the cops talk to me. Okay, so I don't know if that's special treatment or not. What I can say is they didn't care. And it's not because they knew that the victim was, what even race the victim. Y'all heard all they knew. They heard New Jersey, and that's all they wanted to hear. Ugh, I hope they get fired. Anyway, so then I did do just that. I called the local cops, and she told me that a detective would call me back.
Okay. All right. I'll have an officer give you a phone call.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye. And she was really nice, that first lady on dispatch, and the detective called me back and was also very nice. But still, all the while, time is ticking. Hours are going by. So this is me. This is me all day. Yes, FBI. Yes, cops down the street. Yes, no, yep, you can call me back. Press 1 for blah, blah, blah. Like, it's taken everything in me, y'all. Everything in me.
The stated abbreviation is NJ. If this is correct,
yes.
Yes. If this is incorrect,
yes.
please say your street address.
No, my God. Y'all want a blood sample too? I hate talking to a robot, I'll tell you that. Anyway, okay, so I did end up talking to the cops down the street, my local cops or whatever, and I mean, I don't really know what they can really do. Like, they could be nice, that's nice, but then what? Can somebody get in touch with Elon Musk? I started reaching out to YouTubers. Do you know anybody who knows Elon Musk? Can he take this down? Because, again, this is already like a famous child that was made famous by adults. This is a vulnerable child. I'm trying to find Donald Trump. Somebody get this took off Twitter at the very least. I called the FBI. I did a tip online again. I called the Department of Homeland Security and did a tip. I don't know if I called or if I did an online tip. And then I just typed in on Google, where do you report child a fee. Because, I mean, I've done all this. Maybe I'm still at the wrong place. And the first thing, I kid you not, that came up was the Crime Stoppers. Okay, see something, say something. So I do a Crime Stop. I got my little Crime Stoppers tip ID here. One of my new cousins, Neem, he was doing a reaction. He was like, him and his brother were laughing that I called Crime Stoppers. Like, I guess that's funny. I don't really know. Like, and it's probably funny because they probably know something I don't know, which is the Crime Stoppers ain't finna do nothing. It's like basically Dare of calling the cops. Like, it's like a thing they had, like they would have this mascot. I think it may have been a dog that would come into the schools and say, if you see something, say something. And they would sing a 911 song. Remember Sparky, the fire hydrant that would come through? It was basically like a cop that. And like on all the vending machines at my high school, there was Crime Stoppers stickers. And so it's like, see something, say something, or they put it on the bathroom stall in a sticker or whatever. And maybe it's just like they were laughing like because they not gonna do nothing or something. But anyway, I reported it to Crime Stoppers, and I reported it to the Crime Stoppers chatbot. I said, hello, there's child cheese pizza on Twitter and nobody is taking it down. I tried to report it. This was on the 13th. This was 4 days later, 4 days. And every time I would go to that account to see if it was deleted, it had more followers. There was nasty, disgusting, what seemed to be old grown men commenting, you're my next girlfriend. I think I took even a couple of screenshots of that because I think they need to have their hard drives checked. I said, not only that, but this account is offering the pizza for sale and the account is still up. And not only that, the account continues to post more and more. So I would go back over there to see if it had been taken, the account had been taken down. And again, I had already reported the other stuff so that I couldn't see it, but then there would be more and more and more. So I just had to stop going. I just had to stop going. I did all these reports. I called the child protection hotline in LA. Y'all, it was days. I was trying so hard to get this taken down. And finally, somebody who does research into 764 as like her main thing, she sent me a separate, different Twitter link where you can report it separately and differently for child, especially specifically stuff. And I did report that there. And I think within the next day or two it was taken down, but like not before General Mike Flynn himself retweeted. Shout out to Liz Crokin. She was trying to get it. She retweeted. I reached out to Sean Paul Reyes. I reached out to Andy to try to see, do y'all know anybody who knows anybody who can get stuff taken down? And even there they were limited in how they could help me because I didn't want to just send around the link, even though this was all public. I did not feel comfortable for many reasons just telling people, especially men who are grown, what this handle was. And anybody I talked to will tell you. I was very apprehensive to even like describe how I found it. I would say it's on I was on a regular social media site, which was YouTube, right? But I wouldn't even say I was on YouTube. Like I was very apprehensive to.
I want it
it's
to be
hard.
the Zelda one.
This really taught me a lesson of like it's hard to fight against this type of material because the good guys and the people who are doing the right thing for the right reasons are very limited in what we could do. I could call the cops and they basically laugh at me. We don't handle computer crimes, idiot. Like, what? I called the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children to report it, but like it didn't get taken down. Like it was astonishing that it could be up for days like that. It might have been up for a week. I don't actually know because like I said, I just had to stop going over to that account. I had to stop going over there, but I was eventually informed. I don't even remember who told me that it was the account had been suspended or removed, which means Twitter took the action, not that it was. If it's suspended, Twitter took action. Again, I think that the moral of that part of the story is that Nova really is in real danger, and I don't know who has images of her, who has videos of her, and who's posting them. I don't know who could be making money off of it, but I really strongly hope that somebody does something to hold somebody accountable for this. Next update that I wanted to tell y'all about has to do with ATM Richie. Remember him?
You're gonna punish them? Any of my partners tell me, there she go.
The dog kennel and the dog food and all that. Well, he's in jail. And from the looks of things, he's in jail for something to do with intimidating a witness. Now, there's people online saying that it had something to do with intimidating a minor witness. I didn't see anything about that in the paperwork. They might know something I don't know. But sure enough, it started getting reported. Damn homie. Remember, she's the one that was like the little girl. She do.
What do you think is up with Nova? You mean the little girl?
What did she do? What did Nova do? And I'm like with her on that. What do you, out the way for better, what? Better, no. Well, guess who's out the way for better days, better plays now? Right there in Gen Pop. Anyway, so apparently, allegedly, that's his name, Jovan Williams. He's got a hearing coming up on November 10th. I think it might be the day this video comes out. He got a hearing today. And Monday, November 10th, and he is going to be, I think they're going to be setting a new hearing date for a parole or probation violation. And supposedly, from what I can gather on these charges here, it stems from something that happened last year, 2024 October. He got in some type of a domestic dispute. It appears to me he was charged with 6 things. He pled not guilty to a bunch of them, but then he did a plea deal on 2 of them, count 1 and 6. And it was something about like a domestic, disagreement and trying to get somebody not to testify. So those were the original charges, 2 of the 6 original, and there was some type of plea here. Well, he got picked up and arrested since my video came out. But again, I was not the first person talking or the last person talking about how ATM Richie needs to stop. And he kept saying stuff. He kept going on different interviews and saying, the interview with Adam, you remember that one where it's like, Adam's like, are you sure you should be saying that or whatever? So he got picked up October 20th, possible violation of probation. But then it says not held other proceedings. So what, did he have other court somewhere else? What does this mean, not held other proceedings? And then on the 21st, again, possible violation. 22nd, possible violation of probation, because he was already on probation for something that had happened last year. So on the 10th, he's going to have a setting of violation hearing. So they're going to have a hearing about him allegedly violating, because the prosecution does have to prove, the DA or whatever has to prove that he did violate his probation. So they're going to set a hearing up for that. But what they're trying to say the whole violation is, it looks like it's dissuading a witness from prosecuting a crime. And the other one is injuring a spouse, cohabitant, fiance's boyfriend, girlfriend, or child's parent. Now, the confusing part is these were already charges that he originally pled guilty to. So I don't know what he did to violate the probation exactly. But there's going to be, hopefully some paperwork comes out on it or we get some more information. But at the very least, it does appear like he is in jail. Out the way for better days and better stays and better plays. Okay, so good news, bad news, good news. The bad news is I saw something I never wanted to see of the illegal type. Could have been AI. That's another thing I wanted to add. I don't know if it was real. And I didn't do too close of an inspection. Okay, I'm telling you. I saw it, I reported it. The end. It disappeared from me. So, I don't know. Could be AI, could be, I don't know. I hope that the people whose job it is to investigate that have been doing so and are doing so. I am not sorry for calling the agencies and departments to do the exact jobs and roles that they have signed up for the job to do. Okay, these people went to school, they filled out job applications, they went through drug tests and screenings to do this, to answer the dispatch line and do something about a computer crime or whatever. And I expect them to do it when I call. And that being said, I'm going to say shout out if they're out there, shout out to the ones that's actually in it still somehow for like the right reasons and you're actually trying to get to the bottom of these situations and cases like this. Shout out to y'all. I hope there are some of y'all out there. I genuinely do. And I hope there's some type of justice for Nova. Now, as far as ATM Richie goes, I want to be very clear. I do not know if ATM Richie has anything to do breaking probation or parole or whatever he was doing has anything to do with Nova, okay? Or a minor. And that's why I have this little, this little thing here, because it don't say Nova or a minor anywhere at all. Where I got that information is grown men on the internet. They're the ones out here saying Nova was going to snitch on somebody who is innocent until proven guilty but accused of being a trafficker. And ATM Richie started saying, you better not do that, or else this, that, the other. Then Adam Grandmason is shoving a microphone in her face saying, but, are you going to snitch on PK4? Like, shut up. But I don't know if this ATM Richie, it could be people just, making stuff up. Okay, I want to be very clear. I don't know what ATM Richie is standing accused of other than these 2 things are listed here. And I don't know if that's his first charge. Because, look, it's, charge 1 and 6. Those are his charges that he pled guilty to. So I wanted to report what's being said to y'all, but I also wanted to be very clear and to clarify that there's a lot of, this has to do with Nova going around, but this is breaking his probation or his parole or whatever from a previous incident that had to do with, all signs point to that's not Nova, and all signs point to it's an adult. So all this stuff about intimidating a minor witness, now some people might just know something I don't know, all right, but this is what I can see from the public record. And I guess for better or worse, hopefully ATM Richie is getting investigated having to do with this Nova stuff, but in any event, he's in jail, I guess, at least until November 10th, but he on no bail. No bail, it says no bail. Yep, that's all I really had for today. Hold on, I think that... No, I thought the FBI might be calling me back. No, they still don't care. Okay, well, love you, okay, bye. Really should be thanking me for not calling the cops.
Alright, I'm gonna be done streaming. I'm gonna... So? I mean... Unless you want to watch cakes while I stitch. Yeah.
Do you want free internet? Forever?
How about you watch cakes? I'm gonna watch anime. Yeah, y'all watch fucking cakes or some shit. I'm gonna watch... Ooh. Eh. I might want to check that out. Not right now. I'll continue watching this one.
私が言うのもなんだけど、こんな怪しい誘いにホイホイ乗ったらダメよ。大丈夫です。これでも人を見る目には自信があるので。逆に心配。そうだ、名前を聞いても。そうね。私のことはリリスと呼んで。リリスさん、偽名なのかな。本名もわからないし、見た目もかなり怪しい。けどこの人は大丈夫。信頼できる人だって直感が告げてる。そろそろ始めましょうか。収納魔法。ロイドに会うまで私は収納魔法の存在すら知らなかった。自分がいかに小さな世界で生きてきたか痛感するわね。リリスさんの強さの秘訣、必ずものにしてみせる。
うまい。
よかった。ユイさんに教えてもらったんですよ。
すまないなクレア、付き合わせてしまって。
ロイドさんにはたくさん助けてもらいましたから、これくらいさせてください。魔法の研究大変ですね。
なかなか突破口が見つからなくてな。
私も何かお役に立てればいいのですが。
クレア、聞きたいことがある。
聞きたいこと？
ああ、君の魔法、モンスターと心を通わせる歌、あれは古代魔法だろ。
力みすぎだ。それに鶴の引きも足りてない。
はい。
標的をよく観察して動きを予測するんだ。
当たった。
いいぞ。その調子で次はコアを狙ってみろ。
I want to finish this one and start the
少
next
し
one.
顎を引け。落ち着いて体を安定させるんだ。よし、そのまま撃て。
やったー。通せましたよ、クロスさん。
ああ、不器用なのかと思ったが案外飲み込み早いじゃねえか。その調子で残りもやるぞ。はい。
稽古の内容だけど、あの木を切ってみて。切るだけでいいんですか？ただしここから動かずにね。謎こういうこと。 力を刀身にまとわせて飛ばしたの。これなら遠距離からの攻撃にも対応できる。慣れれば簡単だからやってみて。はい。おっしゃる通り、私は古代魔法の継承者です。
やはりそうだったか。古くからの文献にのみ記されている秘術、それが古代魔法だ。モンスターを操るなんて規格外の魔法。古代魔法しかありえないと思ってはいたが、まさか実在していたとは。
それで私に聞きたいことというのは、
古代魔法は俺でも習得できるものなのか。もし可能なら研究の行き詰まりを脱する手がかりになるかもしれない。
それは不可能だと思います。古代魔法というのは数百年に一度、生まれながらに使えるものが偶然現れるんです。継承者以外の人間が使おうとすれば天罰が下ると言われています。過去に一人だけ古代魔法を使った非継承者がいたらしいのですが、そのものを使うと同時に命を落としたそうです。ロイドさんの気持ちはわかりますが、古代魔法は禁忌です。安易に手を出すべきではありません。
了解した。これ以上首を突っ込むのはやめておこう。
これで片付いたな。数が多い分結構時間がかかったぜ。矢を連射できりゃ楽なんだが。
連射ですか？
冗談だよ。そんなゲート弓でできるわけないしな。さて素材を回収して戻るか。
はい。クロスさん、あれ
ルナマグラ
上級モンスターですよ。早く逃げないと。けどせっかくレッドスライムを倒せたのに、依頼を達成した証拠を持ち帰れないなんて。
やっぱ弓じゃ無理か。強烈な一撃が連続攻撃でもなけりゃあいつの外角は貫けねえ。
クロスさん、連射です。連射ですよ。
はあ？だからそんなゲートできるわけねえだろ。
これは思いつきなんですけど。
その手があったか。ストレージ、ストレージ。
クロスさん。依頼されていたレッドスライムと追加で倒したルナマグラです。
これでギルドの連中もちっとはお前を見直すだろう。
本当に良かったんですか？僕の手柄にしてしまって。
構わねえよ。俺もないと思い込んでいた伸びしろに気づかせてもらったしな。
なんだかすみません。今日は本当に色々とご迷惑を。
だな、謝るのは大事だけどお前は謝りすぎだぞ。
すみません、知らなかった。ありがとうございました。
そっちの方が断然気分がいいわ。
クロスさんって本当はかなり強い冒険者ですよね。
ああ、騙してすまん。
エースラック！すみません、そんな人に弓を教わっていたなんて。すみません、すみません、すみません、すみません、本当に。
だから謝りすぎだってのは。
おかしいわね。慣れれば簡単なはずなんだけど。これが簡単。魔力を暴走させず剣の型に合わせて放つ超高等技術じゃない。軽々とやってのけるリリスさんの実力が異常なのよ。だからって諦めるわけにはいかないんだから。頑張るわね。どうしてそんなに強くなりたいの？私うぬぼれてたんです。S ランク冒険者になれて誰よりも強くなった気がしてたんです。 でもロイドに出会ってから上には上がいることを知りました。だからもっと強くなって私はロイドの仲間だって胸を張って言えるようになりたいんです。そう。リリーさん。できたじゃない。私リリスさんが危ないと思ったら体が勝手に動いて、っていうかあれだけ強いリリスさんがやられるわけないですよね。余計なお世話だったかな。いいえ、ありがとう。助かったわ。はい。安心したら急に眠く。ロイドはいい仲間を持ったわね。ユイ、遅いですね。
トラブルに巻き込まれていないといいが。
ユイ。
みんな準備はいい？出発するわよ。
俺だけ何の成果も出せず本当にすまない。既存の魔法の再効率化、集団戦において有用な魔法の習得、新たな探知魔法の作成、この程度しかできなかったんだ。
十分成果出てるじゃない。
いつものやつだな。
いつものやつですね。
そんなことだろうと思ったぜ。
なんというかすまない。
ま、だいたいそんな感じね。リリスなんて偽名まで使って調べるの結構大変だったのよ。これも全部あんたが。逃げた弟子に自分から会いに行くのは気まずいけど元気にしてるか心配なんて言い出すから。ちょっとマーリン、聞いてる？ずるい。え？リリーばっかりずるい。やっぱり私もロイドに会いに行く。勝手にしなさいな。
Howdy. Just did a bunch of Lego today and some video games, and now I'm sewing a bag. Thank you for the lurk, baby. My back is starting to hurt though, but I'm about done the edge of this bag anyway. And I just want to attach the belly patch.
あんな偏僻な田舎の町一つ潰せないなんてどういうことなの？
は面目次第もございません。
それであの獣人の女はどうしたの？
それが未だに行方がつかめず。
魔王軍四天王、期待しすぎだ。意のままに操れるすごいモンスター軍団を作るって言ったよね。それ大陸侵攻の切り札だよ。分かってるのかな？
重々承知しております。
それなら結果を見せてほしいな。次また失敗したらその時は居場所がなくなるよ。
はっ、肝に銘して。くそー！何の手がかりもないのにどうやって探せというのだ、あの女は。
難儀されているようですね。
貴様、よくも抜け抜けと俺の前に姿を現せたもんだな。
まだ報酬をいただいていませんので。
ふざけるのもいい加減にしろ。
あの女、王都へ向かってますよ。騎士団ではなく S ランクの冒険者に護衛されてね。
なぜそんなことを知っている？
おめえは返上しなければなりませんからね。 よろしければ奪い返すお手伝いをしますが。
とことんふざけたやつだな。
それじゃあ次のクエスチョン。ひねくれた人が曲がっていると言われる体の部分はつむじとどこ？
鼻、
指？
膝。なんだっけ、あそこ。
あそこってどこよ？
ウサギか。
大丈夫だ。魔族はいない。そうか。
一休みしましょうか。何？
いや、みんな何かを掴んだ顔をしているなと思って。
そう？
ああ、さっきの警戒態勢、自信がにじみ出てる感じだ。
ロイドはどうなの？
俺も今できる限りのことはしたけど、正直不安は残る。みんなの足を引っ張るようなことだけは避けないと。
ほら、また悪い癖が出た。
え？
ロイドこそもっと自信を持つべきじゃない？
自信？あの時は。でも俺はまだまだ。
ロイドさん、あなたは誰よりもすごい力を持っていると思います。
いや、俺の力なんか師匠に比べたら。
私はロイドさんに追いつこうと思ってあの町で鍛錬していました。
俺に追いつく？
俺もだ。おかげでまだ伸びしろがあるって分かった。
お前がこのパーティーに加わってからみんな感じていたんだ。このままじゃロイドに頼りっぱなしになるとな。
自信っていうのは自分の本当の力を理解するってことよ。
本当の力？
自分で過小評価してたら本当の力も出せないし、本当の力を知らなければそれを超えることもできないわ。
そうか。
そう。
分かった。自信を持つように努力してみる。
本当にロイドらしいわね。
結構なところに住んでるじゃないか。
待て、ここから先は許可のない者は立ち入ってはならん。
お勤めご苦労様。随分と手の込んだフェイクだな。ここか。一応礼儀はわきまえるかな。
マーリン、やはりお主か。
久しぶりだな、両園。
魔王戦以来の再会じ
ゃ。なぜ私だと分かった？
お主の魔力の匂いがしたのでな。
ああ、嗅ぎ分けられるんだったっけな。
お主の匂いの特徴は。
いや、聞いてもわからないから。お前だけの特殊能力の感覚なんて。
なかなか良き香りじゃぞ。今魔導国のトップに君臨しとるのは魔王の息子じゃ。
世襲か。
あの戦以来魔導国は鳴りを潜めとる。先代の力があまりにも強大であったからの。
王城の中に隠された研究室を持ってるなんて国王の信頼が厚いんだな。
まあお主の魔法を勝手に真似て研究しとったら何やらこんな感じにな。
研究されるような魔法は持ち合わせてないぞ。
何を申すか。完全に無影響で魔法を発動したり杖なしで収納魔法を使う術は お主が開発したのではないか。古代魔法の仕組みを解析し応用することでな。
必要は発明の母ってやつだ。私は研究者じゃないからな。
それは
調べてほしいんだ。この半分の魔導書にまだ魔王を封じるだけの力が残っているかどうかを。
なんと、まさか魔王が復活するとは。
可能性の話だ。備えはしておかないとな。
よかろう。この森を抜けた先がシュベルツの町よ。
そこからオートまでは1日ちょっとってとこか。
あと少しね。気を引き締めましょう。もうすぐ日が暮れますね。森の中で夜になったらモンスターに狙われませんか？
そん時は例のクレアの魔法でなんとかなるんじゃね。
でも不意打ちされたら間に合わないかもしれません。
探知の範囲を広げてみる。おかしい。妨害されている。
なんだこの霧、どんどん深くなるぞ。
これじゃ迷子になっちまうぞ。
魔法で吹き飛ばします。ストレージ。どうして？
この霧のせいだ。魔力で妨害されている。
モンスターの仕業なの？いいえ、そんなことができるモンスターは知りません。
ああ、これはおそらく魔族だ。
でも霧の中なら相手もこっちを探知できないんじゃない？
だけどどんなモンスターに出くわすかわからない。
選択肢は一つだけか。
ああ、シュベレツの町へ逃げ込む。急ぐぞ。
調べたぞ。
それで
まだ魔力はある。そしてそれはシビルの力の残影だ。
そうか。ならばこれはシビルの遺言書のようにも思える
な。どういうことじゃ？
ロイドを覚えているか？
あの時の子供か。お主と山奥で隠遁しておると聞いたが。
ある日たまたまロイドがこの魔導書に触れてしまってな。しかも適合した。ロイドにも選ばれし者の素質があったんだ。
お主やシビルのようにか。しかしそこへ至るのは並大抵なことではあるまい。職業の真髄を極める超越者の域じゃからな。
だが可能性があるならシビルを超えるほどの力を身につけてほしいと思った。だから常に実力以上の課題を与えたんだ。でも子育ては魔法のようにはいかないんだな。あの子の気持ちを分かってやれなかった。ロイドは出て行った。そして今さらわれた帝国のお姫様をエスコートして王都へ向かってる。
会いに来たのか？
こんなに長く離れていたことがないからな。あいつの声を聞きたくなったんだ。
誰もいないの？
かすかに建物が見える。シリカ、直に魔力強化する。強よ。
ストレージ！ウィンレイヤ
ー！作戦通りだ。
クリストって誰？私をさらった男です。
魔王軍四天王の一人。
そいつにはまだまだ利用価値がある。返してもらうぞ。
ダッカス、クレアを。
お、ストレージ。
クラス。
おう。
ストレージ。行くわよ。
バーストはダメだ。みんな巻き込まれる。
はい、ファイヤーボール。
そうきたか。 でもなそんなもので俺が切れるか。
魔力の鎧か。
何それ。
放出した魔力で身を守っているんだ。
見抜いたか。そうか、貴様がイシュタルの英雄か。死ね。
みんな伏せて。
やったか。後ろ。
その程度か。ならば遊びは終わりだ。
そんな。ロイド。
魔族なんかにクレアは渡さね
まずいですね。霧を増やさないと。
一人で高みの見物っすか。
何者です。
ただの通りすがりと言っても嘘だってバレバレっすかね。
冒険者の仲間ですね。
霧が邪魔なので元を立ちに来たっすよ。
できますか。
まああんたのトリックのネタを見破るくらいは朝飯前より簡単っす。あ、これって上から目線っすかね。
マウント取ったつもりですか。まあいいでしょう。何にせよあなたには死んでもらいますから。
鼻っから期待しちゃいねえが、冒険者ってのは揃いも揃って雑魚の集まりなのか。
セリ
オ。まあクレアが無事だから許してやるか。知り合いなのか。
はい、私の幼馴染、表彰の勇者セリオンです。勇者？
君が帝国からクレアを迎えに来た使者なのか。はあ、ちげえよ。雑魚冒険者にはクレアを任せられねえから来たんだよ。
そんな言い方は良くないですよ。そういえば表彰の勇者って素行が悪いって噂聞いたけど。
ああ、正教国じゃ勇者とは認めてねえってよ。ま、そんな称号に興味はねえけどな。
それまだ持っていてくれたんですね。何そのバッグ、随分と古そう。私が作ったんです。子供の時に誕生日プレゼントで。手作りなの。
ねえ、何が言ってんだこれ。おい、
ダメです。そんな態度は失礼ですよ。
命拾いしたな。まるで態度が違う。このしぶてえやつだな。
貴様、武衛将の上に自分の体を杖代わりにして氷魔法を使っても凍らないとはただの獣人じゃないな。
俺の体には氷属性魔法への耐性が備わってるのさ。生まれつきな。
耐性？
説明は省く。知ったところでてめえは死ぬんだからな。まだまだ行くぞ。
Okay, belly patch on.
Yay!
do you think of the stitching? It's cute, right? Sweetie, isn't it cute? I gotta put the frill on still. The up here part.